What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and this video is special to me, and it should be special to all of my SAT followers, SAT viewers, because this is about a juggernaut. All right, this is a juggernaut of a company known as Kaplan, which is known for its various test prep courses, and one of its main ones is the SAT. Now, Kaplan and SAT share a special connection since Kaplan was the first institution that really gave adequate practice for the SAT. But since then, it's become, in my opinion, outdated, and you guys as SAT test takers should not be going to Kaplan for SAT practice. And let me tell you why in this video. I'm going to be looking at my notes for a good amount because I've done a good amount of research on why Kaplan is not the best institute to go to for SAT practice. So if you guys see me looking over here, that's why. So Kaplan has made SAT books that it offers its students and pushes for students to look at and participate in the exercises, tests that they give you. And to be honest, these textbooks are not ones you want to use, okay? And this one blog said it best, and this blog was made by Alan Cheng, who has extreme credentials. Like, you can really trust his word. And he said it best. He said that if you're serious about the SAT prep and want to improve your SAT score by over 150 points, this is not the book for you. And that's because the Kaplan books for his SAT prep does not cover tricks in depth. Okay, it covers a bit of this topic, but doesn't go and tell you all the tricks that are associated with that topic in depth, like a book such as the College Math Panda book does, or maybe even the Black book. So don't use the Kaplan SAT books, guys. They're costing a good amount, and there's no purpose of using them. So all in all, the Kaplan book is just not for the 1500 score because of how broad it is and because of how little it covers topics in depth. It'll be good if you have 1,000 on the SAT and you want to go to an 1100 or a 1200, then the Kaplan book may be right. But if you got like a 1300 or 1200 and you're trying to go to a 1400 plus, the book will not do you justice because to be able to get those top scores, you need to understand the in-depth tricks of each topic, and the book just does not provide that. Now, another huge reason that you should not take Kaplan is because it's not worth your money. And what I mean by this is that Kaplan offers two courses, right? It's on demand and it has live courses. Now, the live courses are the courses that you really want to take, right? They're the more expensive ones. They have more things associated with them. But when I talk about expensive, I really mean expensive. The live courses are offered for $899. That's an insane amount of money, okay? Now, they do have lots of services that come with the live course for sure, but it's simply not worth it. $900, like, that's a lot of money, guys. Let me go in depth into exactly why it's not worth it. So Kaplan has about 11 sessions for the live course, and each session is 3 hours, okay? Now, if you look at the breakdown of the 11 sessions, you can see this is just an example, a model of what you can expect from each session in like the session breakdown. Sessions 5, 8, and 10 are practice SAT diagnostic tests, right? So while you're in the 3-hour session, you're just taking the SAT. You can do that at home for free. And Kaplan's basically charging you to take the SAT within the session. You're paying for 11 sessions, but since 3 of them are SAT diagnostics, you're essentially paying for 8 sessions. So you're paying over $100 per session, guys. That's more than the average SAT tutor. And the average SAT tutor, such as myself, we can give you direct info, give you all the information you need, all the tricks you need, all the tips you need. Look at my entire channel. It's all free content. You don't need to spend $100 plus on each session for an institution such as Kaplan. Now, another big reason about why the Kaplan session breakdown / live courses is not effective is because 3 hours per session, that's a lot of time, right? And for most people, your brain needs time to process newly learned information, and your brain can't be firing at all cylinders when you're using it for 3 hours straight. And even if it does, even if you have a brain that can do that, afterwards you're mentally drained, and you don't have enough juice left in your brain to retain the information you just learned. And the way Kaplan has the sessions that aren't practice diagnostic tests, which are 3 out of 11 sessions, those sessions, the tutor or whoever, they're basically giving you information you're learning. Now, and you may do some practices to reinforce that information. But you're doing it for 3 hours, man. You're going to be tired. Let's be real. You're going to be tired. And I myself, who you guys may consider a little more smarter or SAT smarter, right? I can't even do that personally. I can only study for 2 hours max, right? And that too on my phone midway and taking a break, maybe watch some YouTube videos on the side, watching this amazing YouTuber named RV Business. That's what I would do. right? So being in a session, sitting in a chair for 3 hours and just learning, that's extremely hard, especially since it's the same stuff too. So these 3 hour sessions just consist really of you getting information poured onto you, and afterwards you're like, whoa, I'm so tired, I can't even remember what I just learned. So that's really a waste. So you're basically throwing $900 down the drain. And you may retain some information, which is obviously good, but do you really want to pay $900 and take that bet? Or do you want to just watch like YouTubers or go online? Use Khan Academy, guys. I have used zero institutional practice for my 1540. Okay, I use all Khan Academy. That's it, right? So you don't need institutions. You don't need paying $900 for this stuff. Now let's go into more about each session, right? Session 1, it's good, right? A lot of time is taken still, but it's giving you information, and it's a nice breakdown of how you use the tools and all that stuff. Session 2, that's reasonable, right? I do the same. I want to make sure I know where my clients are at, where my students are at in SAT smarts or SAT level. Session 3, Kaplan strategies. Okay, Kaplan strategies, what are those consisting of? Just tricks, right? Just eliminate 3 of the answer choices, pick the last one, right? Try to get it down to 2 answer choices. If you're unsure and it's 50-50 guess, maybe pick B, right? I can do that for free, guys. It's all over my YouTube channel.
It's Construct Productions. Hey. This is my favorite part, right here. Let's go.
Like that's not something you have to pay for. Session 5, 8, 10, like I said, full of, so you're really spending a lot of money for these sessions, and you just don't want to do that. There's so more other viable ways to learn SAT information, like Khan Academy, that are free and that actually teach you, and that you have control over when to learn. Because Kaplan, what they do is their homework. Man, their homework is like a classroom, and that brings it to my next con of Kaplan. They give homework that can take up to 3 hours. So your average SAT day, or your average SAT learning day, can possibly be 6 hours. You have the 3 hours in the session, right? Your brain is fried. Then you have possibly 3 hours of homework. So you're spending 6 hours learning about the SAT. Now think about it. Be realistic. How many of those 6 hours will you actually be learning about the SAT, right? How many of those 6 hours will you actually be able to process and retain that information that you just learned? I'll say maybe 2, 4 max. Because when that homework hits, man, you're tired, right? You just came off the session. You're about to do homework at night. You're tired of learning about the SAT. You just don't want to do it. You just want to give up. And that's not the mindset you want to have when you are practicing for the SAT. So you need to give yourself ample time to recover, retain information, process what you just learned, and then start studying again. And Kaplan, the way they have their program set up, it just does not allow you to do that. Now that the video has come to a conclusion, I hope you guys truly understand why you should not be taking Kaplan and why you should not register in Kaplan SAT courses, the live courses or the on-demand courses, because it's just not worth it, right? They're too expensive. It's like another classroom with all the homework and 3 hours per session. And their books that they provide just aren't worth it either. So all in all, Kaplan is known for its name, right? It's been here since the beginning, so it's like, it's a big juggernaut, but essentially it's kind of a waste. And you really don't want to be using an institution that is just using your resources and not giving a bang for your buck, right? Just go on YouTube, watch my channel, watch other people's channels even, and you learn the same information, right? Use Khan Academy and you'll be set. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment down below what you guys think. If you guys thought what I said was right, if you guys have any comments, concerns, I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.